stopping. He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over.
Oh, my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Dead Passing has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.
Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. It is time for the San Francisco Giants team preview, and we got Travis, SF Bay Area Sports Talk. And make sure to go, if you haven't already, subscribe over there. I'll put the link in the description and in the comment section, but I'm sure a lot of you already subscribed because we do post games a lot. And obviously Travis been on the channel a lot. And what's going on? How you been doing?
Man, I've been doing fantastic. Just happy that baseball's back. And, you know, I didn't know if we were going to see baseball till May, June, or what could have happened. But, you know, to be where we are now and, you know, to have all this breaking news happening in spring training and, you know, just excited, man, for the season and to see what the San Francisco Giants are going to do this year. Obviously, you know, yeah, last year was, I mean, an incredible regular season, winning 107 games, you know, the most ever that they've done in a you know, franchise history in the regular season. And as we all know, you know, disappointing, you know, exit first round in the playoffs, losing to the rival Dodgers. But, you know, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. And so this San Francisco Giants team has been waiting to get their crack back, to get back, you know, to this season. And here we are. So I can't wait for it, man.
Dude, 100%. And Giants had a interesting offseason. The rotation was pretty much in shambles after this season. We had lost a lot of pitchers, but the Giants almost right away re-signed Alex Wood, re-signed Anthony Desclafani. Then we signed Alex Cobb, pretty good pitcher from the Orioles, you know, decent. But then right after the break, Carlos Rodon is a San Francisco Giant, maybe one of the best free agent pitchers available. We pick him up. And also some depth, Matt Boyd. And then, of course, the amazing signing of JOC Pederson going to be here at Oracle Park. So, I mean, I think the offseason is pretty dang good. I mean, yeah, we could have maybe used another hitter, but we got JOC. We got a lot of good arms. What are your thoughts just on the offseason overall?
Yeah, you know, I think the offseason's gone really well. You know, I mean, obviously, we did lose Kevin Gausman, but, you know, my honest take on that is, you know, when I look at last season, Kevin Gausman did very well, you know, early in the season, the first 3-4 months. But then, you know, August, September, and in the playoffs, you know, he really didn't show up, honestly. And so, you know, obviously you want guys to be showing up when it matters most. And so, you know, it was unfortunate that he didn't come back. But I think, you know, signing Carlos Rodon, I mean, I'm just so excited for this kid. You know, he's got an electrifying fastball that can go 98 miles an hour. He's got, you know, a slider, changeup, and he's coming off one of his best seasons. You know, when you look at the numbers, like last year, he put up a 2.37 ERA, 185 strikeouts, and 132 innings. And, you know, this guy has just been getting better and better as, you know, he's gotten more experience. And I think, you know, and also he's just 29 years old. So, I mean, you're looking at, he's right in the prime of his career. And I think he is going to fit in very well with this rotation. And then Alex Cobb, you know, another veteran starting pitcher that I thought that was a really nice pickup. And, you know, I was doing some research and I was seeing that he had been learning kind of a certain workout routine that he was learning from Alex Wood. And basically what they were doing is they would do like a weighted ball kind of training. So, you know, throwing those weighted balls. And that has been able to help Alex Cobb put some more velocity on his fastball. You know, he went from, I think he was averaging, you know, a couple of years ago, 90 to 93 miles per hour on his fastball. And now last year he hit 96. And even in spring training this year with the Giants, he's hit 97 miles per hour. And so I think,
yeah, they did an outstanding job with you know, building this rotation with Webb. Like you mentioned, the dude is awesome. Then Rodon, if he has another great season like he did, Desclafani, we've seen what he can do. Wood, and then Cobb. Well, I'm really excited with what you just told me because I hadn't heard that, but it looks like Alex Cobb is looking solid. So as long as they stay healthy, rotation is freaking awesome. And then we have the potential lineup, big question mark of Joey Bart. Is he going to be able to, you know, have a big season and prove what he's worth after being a second overall pick? Or, you know, is he going to be more like he was in 2020? So there are some question marks, but I mean, overall, this lineup is pretty good.
oh man, absolutely. You know, it's an incredible lineup. And and yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate with Longoria, the injury, and I think he's going to be out 6 weeks or so. But the good thing is that we have depth and we have guys that can fill in. I think Wilmer Flores, you'll probably see him, play a lot of third base. And man, dude, that dude is clutch, hitting home runs and giving quality at bats. And yeah, Brandon Belt also, yeah, he's, I think been having some knee soreness. He's had those types of injuries. But I think, hopefully Belt will be good to go when the season starts. And I think also Tommy Listell has been battling some injuries as well. We could have picked up maybe some more offensive bats, but JOC Pederson, I mean, what a phenomenal pickup, Bay Area native. And the thing I love most about Pederson is, this dude is clutch. I mean, when it's the big time moments, playoffs, this dude is going to come in there, give you a quality at bat. He's got power and, he's a great defensive outfielder, for the most part. And so, yeah, I think he's going to fit in very well with us. And, we have an exciting outfield group. Mike Yastrzemski, we re-signed Darren Ruff. Man, I just love watching Darren Ruff last year. He just kept getting better and better. And his at-bats were amazing. Darren Ruff gave us great at-bats. Austin Slater, this is another guy that, the Giants have had for a while. And I've been waiting for him to have that breakthrough season. Slater is a guy that, he'll get it going, but then, he isn't able to stay consistent. And so I think hopefully we can see that this year from Austin Slater. And, it's unfortunate about Lamont Wade Jr. He won't be ready to go to start the season. So I think we might see Steven Duggar, get a lot of playing time early. And then, Joey Bart, again, it's going to be really fun to see what he can do. And, obviously the unexpected retirement of Buster Posey, that caught us all off guard. I remember I was like working out at the gym, with my brother and stuff when I got the news that Posey had retired. And yeah, I was just shocked. I thought Posey for sure still had a couple more good years in him. I mean, you saw how well he did last year. And so, I tip my hat off to Posey, man. Man, what an incredible career that he had. And, from top everything, from his character in the clubhouse to, how he handled the Giants pitching staff over the years. And, I just feel like Posey was that guy that could get the most out of the Giants pitchers. And, I think for him to have been teaching Joey Bart, yeah, I mean, obviously you can't replace Buster Posey. Right. But, Joey Bart, we put a lot of stock into him, obviously drafting him second overall. So, the thing I like most about Bart is, he was, I think, calling his games already in college. So, he's got that experience, calling a good game. And so I think he's only going to get better with his game calling skills there behind the plate. And then his, ability to go to the opposite field. I think with power, that's also very impressive. That we've seen from Joey Bart. And so I'm excited to see what he can do with that. And it's going to be interesting to see how things are going to go early on. And then, looking at some of these names, Tyro Estrada, that dude gave us some pretty good at-bats. And, I thought that was a good trade, from Farhan Zaidi and GM Scott Harris. The brilliance of what, the Giants what they've been able to do to bring in these guys and, that can, provide great at bats and just great pickups, great players.
No doubt about it. And there's some other guys in spring training looking pretty good. I picked up a guy from the Phillies, like Luke Williams, hit a home run in his first at bat. He's got an outside chance maybe to make the team or contribute. So a lot of good depth with this Giants team. Really excited about like guys like Jalen Davis and guys like that might get a shot. But then we got the bullpen and a lot of names coming back. Also, some other guys that can make the team, like Jacob Junis could contribute. But Jake McGee, Camilo Doval, Tyler Rogers, awesome. Kervin Castro was amazing last year. Dominic Leon is going to be back. Harlan Garcia has been awesome. Zach Littell has had some rough outings, but overall has been pretty good. Then Jose Alvarez, he's the guy who comes in, the lefty, and it just saves our ass when the Giants are like, in big trouble with bases loaded. He'll come in and get us out of the jam. Chance to make the team for time being, try to see if he can still make a big league career out of his talent. So the bullpen could be a strength for the Giants.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think looking at these arms, we've seen all of them. Most of them do really well, and pressure situations and high leverage situations. And, I think, last year, we went through a couple different guys that were closing. Jake McGee was the man early on and, was nailing down the saves. And then I think we saw Tyler Rogers, close out some games. And Camilo Duvall, he ended up, I think, being our closer there at the end. And man, that dude has such electrifying stuff. And I think it's going to be exciting to see who is going to really be able to nail down that closer role, because I think it is key to have that one guy that is going to come in there and get it done. But I think what shows the strength of our bullpen is we've had several guys that have been able to close out games. And so, when they have that experience, they can come in the 7th or 8th inning and, get big outs, and so, when you have men on base and, like you said, Jose Alvarez, guy that, he's done very well for us, and he's been able to come in there, when big time situations and get big outs. I'm definitely very confident in that we can, manage this bullpen well, and, it's going to do well. So let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a pretty good overall. That to me, the team is not, any worse than going into last season. Last season, the Giants win 107 games, so they have every chance to have a big year. I don't know about 107. That's probably asking too much to repeat that, but it's a good overall team. And also, I also like to talk about some of the prospects that can make an impact, because the Giants, prospect pool is deep. Maybe most of them are 2023, but like Marco Luciano, awesome. Luis Matos is awesome. They know lower down. Obviously, we know Joey Bart's going to contribute this year. Elliot Ramos make his debut. I mean, I like a lot of these names here. Gregory Santos going to contribute at some point probably, and Casey Schmidt, good hitter. Lots of good names here in the minor leagues.
Man, absolutely. Yeah, these prospects are, really, really exciting. Marco Luciano, he's the guy that, is likely going to take over at shortstop, whenever Brandon Crawford, either when he decides to retire, or I know Crawford, had an excellent year last year and earned that 2-year extension he got. So, I think for, the next 2 years, we'll see Crawford at shortstop. But Marco Luciano, he's the guy that, I think really has a lot of potential, and, I think a lot of power and great shortstop. So I'm really excited about him. And Kyle Harrison, the left-hander, that kid, we drafted him out of high school, actually out close to where I live, De La Salle High School. It's only like a 20-minute drive from where I live. So, I actually played on the De La Salle baseball field back when I was a freshman in high school. So it's crazy for me to think that I played on the same field that Kyle Harrison, went to school at in high school. And so, man, I'm excited for him. I think he's just really impressed, and, still very young. So we'll see what he can do. Helio Ramos, he's a guy that I think we drafted him in the first round in 2017. And, man, he's a big power bat, and, a guy that I think, we might see him get called up this year, say maybe July, August or something. Obviously we have a lot of depth in the outfield, but, if he's hitting very well down there in AAA, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get called up. So, I'm just loving how this farm system is looking. We think back, several years ago, we had one of the worst farm systems in baseball. Right. And now, you look at our farm system, again, it's a big credit to Farhan Zaidi, GM Scott Harris, and the entire, front office of the Giants, just making smart decisions. And we don't go out there and spend huge dollars, to say get one big guy or, two big guys or something. We are very smart with the money we spend. And, that's what I really have enjoyed seeing this team be put together, because it's not only a team that is able to contend right now, but also we're setting ourselves up to have the young guys that are going to take over for the future.
100%. And I remember when our minor league system was just crap, and here we are. So Farhan Zaidi's done a great job, and I can't wait to see some of these guys. A lot of these guys have an arrival time of next year. But next year when Luciano and Bart's going to be in full form, and Matos and Harrison and Ramos and Patrick Bailey and Bishop, it's going to be insane. But last thing to discuss is the potential, the final standings or any kind of predictions or any thoughts you have just, on teams to worry about? Obviously, I think that's the obvious answer is the Dodgers. The Padres are really good on paper. Last year it didn't work out for them, but they're going to try again. Rockies picked up Chris Bryant. Other than that, not a whole lot. Diamondbacks, not a whole lot, to be honest. I think that the big team to worry about is the Dodgers, and I'm a little concerned. I think, if I'm being honest, I think the Dodgers are probably favorites again this year, but they were favorites last year, and look what happened. So, what are your thoughts in the NL West going into 2022?
Yeah, it's really interesting, and like you said, I think, I mean, the Dodgers obviously they're just stacked, and they went out and got Freddie Freeman, and they just, man, their lineup is just crazy, and yeah, they were the favorites last year. And I mean, what a year it was. The division was just so tight all year, and so I definitely, I mean, I think, it's hard to say, because I feel like the Dodgers probably are the likely favorites to win the division, but I still think the Giants, they got what it takes to win the division again this year, and but we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be really close again. Really kind of tight, like how it was last year. But whether we get in the playoffs as a division winner or as a wild card, I'm really confident in the Giants' ability to stay within striking distance of the Dodgers and to compete with them. Every time we play the Dodgers, we play them tough always, and so those battles are going to be, man, I'm just so excited to see the rivalry just continue to get even more intense this year. And so, I mean, it's if I'm going to make a prediction on who's going to win the division, I got to go with the Giants. I mean, as much as, yes, I know Dodgers are the favorites coming in and likely to win the division. But seeing as to how things played out last year, I wouldn't be surprised if, say, the Giants somehow won the division by 1 game or 2 games.
Yeah, but we'll have to see. It's going to be a fun ride anyway, and those are some good predictions, a lot of good insight, and I really like the team. I just like the Dodgers they're just ridiculously stacked. So I gotta give them credit where credit is due, and they've got an insane looking team. But I do think anything could happen. Giants could easily win the division. I think it'll be close. I'll give a slight edge to the Dodgers, but we're gonna see. I cannot wait to find out. And that's about it. I appreciate it. And everyone else, make sure to go check out SF Bay Area Sports Talk, the road to 3,000 subscribers over there, doing big things. Talking 49ers too, if you're a 49ers fan, or a Sharks, right? Sharks, Bulls, Warriors talk. Yeah.
Absolutely. I haven't been able to do as much basketball content recently, but definitely, they've been definitely looking to come strong in the playoffs here. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I also want to give you a big shout out, Eric. Hitting the milestones. I mean, not only breaking through 10,000 subs, this last season, but now, man, you're about to break 13,000 subscribers. Let's go, man. That's just awesome. I mean, to see the journey that you've been on, and to see, just see everything from, where you started to where you are now. And, I just want to say big congratulations to you, and, keep up the hard work, man. And just thank you again so much for having me on. I really appreciate you taking the time to bring me onto your channel. And so, just thank you so much again. And really appreciate it.
No problem at all. Yeah. And good job over there on your channel as well. Yeah, it's crazy. 13,000 is insane, but we're going to keep on moving forward and see what else we can do. And I really appreciate that's from all the viewers out there checking us out, and we really appreciate it. So everyone, have a fantastic day. Hit that subscribe button. Look for more Giants content, both of our channels. I'm going to be putting out some more stuff on the Giants, of course, and get ready for this season. It's going to be a big, crazy year. So I cannot wait. And we'll talk to y'all next time.
Take care, everyone.
Peace. Damage control, straight to the hole. I got no chance of ever making my goal.